Welcome to Raw recap, review, whatever you want to call whatever it is we're doing. Throwing our 2 cents into the ring, telling you what happened, what we saw, what we thought, as well as some random internet bullshit that we find in between last night and today. I'm Tafari.
Hold on. I'm CK. I'm Knight Rider.
And while he's checking to make sure we have volume, I'm going to pretend like we do. And I'm going to get us started off with
all the way down
our annual, wait, no, that's yearly, our weekly 20-minute promo. Yay! Doesn't everybody love those? When we take up, what, like a sixth to a quarter of the night with one promo at the very beginning? Yeah, it's so much fun. Anyway, CM Punk comes down. Actually, you know what? I'll let you take CM Punk, seeing as he's your favorite.
One of, but yeah. It is great to be alive on Monday night in Quebec City, or what? You make it real hard for me to stay angry. But when I think about how I should be World Heavyweight Champion right now, I should have gold around my waist. I should be representing this company and you people as champion. And I'm not. So, I'm a little angry about it. I have a Seth Rollins problem. Self-professed visionary who wants to see what's right in front of his face. Who can't see what's right in front of his face. And he's trying his best to be CM Punk. He's failing miserably. But listen, SummerSlam? Did you guys watch SummerSlam? Yeah. I climbed to the top of the mountain for the first time in 12 years. I became champion in this company. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the cheers and the chants. But I can't feel that maybe I let you all down. Because I'm not champ currently. So I apologize. But I'll say this. I will promise you this. If you thought I was relentless in pursuit of my goals and thought that I was obsessed with becoming the champion after realizing that goal and the reality of holding it in my hands and looking at you, the emotions on all your face, I promise you, I'm even more possessed in retaining that title. They say hate the player, not the game, and I don't hate the game. I cashed in on a few people on my time. But boy, do I hate the player, Seth Rollins. You followed in my footsteps. You pretended to be CM Punk. And you pretended to be injured in order to let everybody's guard down. So you can cash in whenever that time is right. Here's another promise, Seth. I'm going to get my title back. I'm going to take it from you. And when I get it in my hands, and when I get my hands on you, and you're going to have to pretend to be injured, you won't have to pretend to be injured anymore, because I'm going to break your legs.
And as soon as he gets done saying that, LA Knight comes down to the ring. He gets in. He shakes CM Punk's hand. But you can even tell as they're shaking hands, they're like nose to nose, like glaring at each other.
And Punk's like, got something to say?
Of course I got something to say. So let me talk to you. SummerSlam, my man, let's be honest. Everybody here knows, the whole world knows you were robbed. You climbed the mountain. You rose to the moment. You defeated Gunther, and you became the World Heavyweight Champion. Once more, I'm going to tell you right now, you deserve, without a shadow of a doubt, you deserve to have your rematch. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah! But last week, I'm having my match. It has nothing to do with you. I'm having my match with Seth Rollins, and what do? You come down. You just can't contain yourself. You have to attack Seth Rollins. You have to get me disqualified, and now I lose my opportunity. My man, I understand it. But wrong place, wrong time. Yeah. So what I'm telling you, we don't have a problem. I would like to keep it that way. But what I'm telling you is, I'm going to need you. If you want to get Seth Rollins, my God, get Seth Rollins. Whoop his ass. But if you're going to do it on your time. If you're going to do it after the bell rings. Because at this point, you deserve your rematch. You should get your rematch. But bottom line is, you're getting your rematch after I get mine.
Oh, okay. I think I see your perspective. But I don't think the words you're looking for were thank you, Mr. Punk, for preventing Seth Rollins from ending my career. Did you think you were gonna become heavyweight champion after he stomped your head into the concrete like a coconut? No. So you're welcome for saving your life, for saving your career. And I'm a former heavyweight champion, something you cannot claim to be. So when it comes to the end of the line, who gets the title shot? It's me you're looking at as the number one contender. You can get to the back of the line. Yeah.
Well, I hope you feel good. You got what you wanted because at least a couple people were saying thank you. When I think about what you did, it's not thank that I want to say before you, if you get what I'm saying. What I'm telling you, you've been a world champion. 12 years. It's been a long drive. It was long overdue. But bottom line, yeah, I haven't been there yet. So way more overdue. And you want to talk about, I heard you say a little bit ago, there's levels to this. Yeah, there's levels to this. And as good as you are, best in the world, you ain't on mine. So what I'm telling you is, in the spirit of, like I said before, we don't have a problem. I'd like to keep it that way. And in order to keep it that way, I'm gonna do you two favors. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna forget last week happened, okay? And as long as you don't do it again, don't ever step over the line. Favor two, I'm gonna beat Seth Rollins. I'm gonna become a world heavyweight champion. And then favor two, then you can be my first successful title defense. Yeah!
You're going to do me a favor? Okay. You can say that. And in the spirit of making sure there's no bad blood between, or no problem here, because I don't want a problem with LA Knight. No problems here. I got a Seth Rollins problem. You got a Seth Rollins problem. I'm the best in the world. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I wasn't done.
Then Heyman comes out with the Braun Bronze. I'm gonna need, and they are all like they're saying something in French. I don't know what. I'm assuming several slurs were thrown in there. But he says, I'm gonna need subtitles if you're gonna chant at us tonight. And speaking of guttural language, LA Knight, take it from the adorable Oracle. I don't know who the fuck is calling that man adorable, but I think he needs to get his head checked. Do not get into the favor business with CM Punk. You start trading favors with that man right there, it will cost you everything in life. It will cost you your self-respect. It will cost you your position in WWE. It will cost you half of your career. It will cost you years off your life. It will cost you your tribal tree. Yeah, I can't say words today.
All right. You cry, baby. You're gonna piss your pants, sit there and talk all night. Somebody is gonna get punched in the face tonight. And if you want me to put hands on both your chins or the bronze, be my guest. Come on down.
Well, it seems like I did teach you well after all these years. That is one hell of an idea. Let's do it. Tonight, CM Punk and LA Knight. And then the crowd starts chanting and says, please don't do that while I'm talking. Versus the future of WrestleMania, Braun Breaker, and the owner of the Shula Fala, the Tribal Thief, Big Bronson Reed. And that challenge is for tonight.
Then LA Knight. That night?
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure if you can get it through your big bloated head or not. We weren't out here looking for those two goofs that just walked into Foot Locker.
You know what? That's enough talking. You want to fight? Let's do it. We accept.
Hey, you don't talk for me. Yeah, we will accept. You never talk for me. You guys want to get kicked? You can get it stomped in tonight. Yeah!
And then Paul's like,
See you tonight.
and then, I'll let you have this because you were laughing your ass off.
Braun Breaker starts coming down to the ring. And Bronson Reed has to come up and be like, hey, bro, relax, big dog. It's not that serious. We're not doing this right now. And Braun Breaker's like, y'all 47 years old. You're 40. What's your old ass gonna do about it?
You like 100 combined. Like,
it's not quite right. Close, but you're a little bit off the mark. Then again, at that point, I don't think it really matters. 87, 100, I don't think either of them are putting up much of a fight. Anyway.
I don't know what the hell this was.
I don't know.
Like, I don't even know if I felt like it progressed the story.
We go backstage to the Judgment Day clubhouse. Finn is telling Rodriguez and Roxanne, to
ignore the haters.
Yeah, they need to
focus on the women's tag titles.
Yeah. Then Dom walks in with El Grande Americano.
Oh, Ludwig Kaiser's El Grande. We now have 4. So
yeah, that's true. We do have to specify.
Yep.
The tall one.
the tall one. Yeah.
He walks in with El Grande. They're talking strategy for their upcoming tag team match. And everybody in there's like, the hell is he doing here? You're just going to invite him into the clubhouse? So Finn's like, we need to have a private talk. So they walk like 3 feet away where everyone can still hear them, but yeah, whatever.
You couldn't walk that far away from the camera.
Yeah, shut up. But, he's like, I don't want El Grande in the clubhouse. Dom says that he's just using him for leverage ahead of his upcoming AAA Mega Championship match at Triple Mania. Finn's like, I like that idea. Because then you can bring the AAA World title back to the clubhouse. Could you imagine Dominic Mysterio being a double champion? No. He would never shut up about it.
He would shut up now.
Exactly. Anyway, so they walk off to do he gives him a fist bump, and then Dom walks off with El Grande, speaking to him in Spanish. Then Finn tells Raquel and Roxanne, go have a conversation with Adam Pearce. Also, I just remembered something. Finn Balor, I know, right? Finn Balor and JD are tag team champions, right? Right? On Raw?
Yeah.
They never lost.
Yeah, I guess they are. They don't defend him.
Exactly. That's the point I was getting at. We haven't seen them we haven't even seen them in a match in what feels like well over a month.
Exactly.
In fact, when was Finn Balor's last match? I probably spelled his name wrong, but I'm hoping Google will understand who I'm talking about. July 28th. July.
Not about right.
Really?
So they just had a match.
And JD McDonough, Cruz del Toro, and Jaquin Wild.
Walking Wild.
I don't remember that match, I'll be honest. Because that's what, like 2 weeks ago? But yeah, this is funny. He hasn't won a singles match since June of 2024.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. Moving on.
AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio and El Grande Americano
And
slash
but
Ludwig Kaiser.
before we get to the bullshit, I do want to say, for what this was, it was actually a pretty good match. That is something I feel like we need to point out about the main roster. They have definitely been stepping up their in-ring performances.
Okay, but here's the thing. Are they on NXT's level?
Yes, but they're not as consistent.
That was one I was going to get to. But the first one I was going to go with, their promos compared to NXT are crap. Their storytelling compared to NXT is crap.
Yeah.
Their matches, maybe a little bit, not better, but better than what they've been.
Yeah, I feel...
Okay, but when it comes to their promos, their storytelling, I think they're just like, oh, yeah, these look good together.
Kinda, yeah.
Exactly.
It's really pathetic.
I feel like here's the thing. I feel like the storytelling is good. But the problem is,
I think that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, we have great stories, and okay, I'm gonna use this as an example, and it's really not a good example because I like what they're doing, but in the same process, I think they've overdone it a little bit. In the same sense that I like the story, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Is the Chelsea Green. I love the character of Chelsea Green. Okay, but 300 rematches for a title is ridiculous.
I don't think she's fought for the title recently.
Yeah, but you understand the point I'm making.
Yeah.
But I do like.
Detected at side yard.
I thought I muted you.
Ladies on there.
Is that not what the red button does?
Yep, I know she is.
Well,
She texted me on Facebook. And she's like, hey, I'm going to get on for a while. I said, okay.
So what's up, lady?
I thought the red button muted it, but I guess that just turns off the
Microphone.
Yeah. So,
You got
anywho,
volume down now?
yes, I just turned it all the way down manually because I don't think there's a mute button.
No, I do not believe there is. But anyway.
But yeah, this Dragon Lee and AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio and El Grande was a pretty decent match until we got to the bullshittery.
It's the bullshittery.
Cause
here's the thing, and you notice this. The crowd is starting to turn.
Yeah, like they were like we all sort of like had to do like a double, triple, quadruple take. Like, hang on a minute. Are they chanting what we think they're chanting? And they were.
Yeah,
They were chanting "Dun," like
dirty dumb.
Yeah.
They were doing it like the Cody Rhodes thing.
Yeah, like Cody Rhodes, or like dirty Dom, or however they did it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just interesting because I have never heard that.
They're talking that he's getting better, like Mexican wise, like the AAA stuff. A lot of people are cheering for him, so I think we might be getting close to what
the face
about.
turn. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's something you have talked about that you would like to see. So maybe we're getting close.
Maybe I really would like that. But yeah, it's a good fight until Ludwig El Grande Americano,
aka Ludwig Kaiser's El Grande.
Yeah, until I almost called him Ludwig again. Until El Grande Americano tried to put the steel plate in his mask, ends up eating a boot to the face by, I believe it's Dragon Lee.
I thought it was AJ.
It might have been AJ. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's AJ. AJ's in the ring at the time.
Yeah, I don't know where we're at.
AJ Styles takes Americano in the gut, Styles drops Americano.
But yeah, then on the outside, Dominic, who's now wearing a luchador mask.
He puts it on when he notices the metal plate.
Well, I think he was wearing it for...
He was wearing it for a little bit to start, and then he took it off. Then he put it back. He doesn't know if he wants to be a luchador with a mask or without a mask.
I don't know.
But anyway.
But yeah, he puts the plate in his mask. Then he gets up. Styles goes with the O'Connor roll. But Mysterio headbutts him in the face from the outside. Then Americano rolls him up, picks up the victory. So I don't know what this means. Like, I don't...
Well, we didn't get another Americano this week. So that was...
Yeah, we didn't go up to 5.
That was at least a bonus.
But still, I don't know what this is leading towards. I'm assuming Dragon Lee is probably going to go against El Grande at, like, probably not Clash in Paris, but maybe, like...
It might be. We haven't got... I think we're at 4 or 5 matches. I got it on there.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure that's all we're going to get.
At least confirmed.
I feel like that's usually what we get.
We usually get 5 to 6, so...
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. But anyway, we go backstage with Adam Pearce talking to Sammy in his office.
Yeah.
And Pearce is like,
Oh,
no
hang
further...
on, let me... There we go.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I was just making sure that his ugly mug was able to be seen, along with the rest of ours.
That's alright. The ugliest one's front and center.
Yeah, I know.
Well, not front and center, but back and center.
Did it not? We might just be really far behind.
Lady, you're about ready to...
How are we looking on...
him getting
How do we look on your end?
We look fine on my end.
Okay. Even when he's leaning back?
Well, he's not leaning back now.
Well, lean back, because I want to make sure we're... Okay, there. Yeah, we're, like, way behind on our end. Anyway. But yeah. Pierce tells him... I don't know. But Pierce tells him that he can't... He doesn't have any updates on the World Heavyweight title match at Clash in Paris. Zayn's like, I need this match. Pierce is like, look, I can't make any promises. So let's get through tonight. You have a match with Rusev, and then we'll discuss your World Heavyweight Championship match.
And then Sheamus walks in.
Yeah.
And Pierce is like, I can't have a repeat of what happened last week with you and Rusev.
Yeah.
And Sheamus is like, who's going to stop me?
And Zayn looks at him like, look, Rusev, Sheamus, I get it. You hate
We're
this.
friends.
Yeah. You hate this guy, but I'm asking you, as a friend, don't get involved in this match. And then Sheamus says, all right, you have my word. But as soon as that bell rings, that Bulgarian bastard is mine.
And then Pierce is trying to calm down Io. Well, it starts off as you see Io. I'm not sure if he even came back from a commercial too.
No. The same as thing was earlier that day. It was
that's right. They clashed it was earlier.
But
they go live, and Io is like, I heard Naomi's injured. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, and he's like, Naomi's not medically cleared. The match is not up tonight. But as soon as I get some updates, you will have the title match you deserve. Then Raquel and Roxanne come in poking fun at her. They're like, we're here to discuss our women tag team titles. And Io's like, look, I'm still in the mood for a fight. So, why don't I fight you? Talking to Roxanne. And Pierce is like, you know what? That's a great idea. It's official.
And then we get to Sami Zayn Rusev fight.
And I'm gonna say this. Sami Zayn was not kicking his ass. But
he was pulling his own.
Yeah, like, if for all intents and purposes, he looked like he was about to win. Which I both like and don't like for various reasons, but we're not going to dwell on that.
Here's the thing. Sammy, I will always give Sammy respect. And here's why I say that. Because heel or face, Sammy is exactly what you think he should be. He is that guy, that dog who can be beaten and broken and neck broke, legs broke, arm
And he's
broke,
still gonna
back
get up.
broke.
He's gonna still.
He's still going to do everything in his power to chew your leg off.
Yep.
I mean, it does not matter what you do to Sammy. He gonna fight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why him and Kevin Owens are so great when they're together. The whole fight Owens fight applies to Sammy too.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sammy don't care if he's the biggest dog. He don't care if he's the littlest dog. He don't care if he's got 100 other dogs fight.
Yep.
Sammy gonna fight.
But I mean, they're going back and forth. They're both hitting their moves. Zayn's feeding off the crowd like he always does. He launches Rusev over the top rope. Or no, I'm sorry. Rusev launches him over the top rope. And then he steals Sheamus' move, the 10 beats of the bout.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, but he's calling it the 10 beats of Bulgaria. Anyway, Zayn gets out, slips in, hits him with the exploder suplex into the turnbuckle, and he's preparing to deliver the haluva kick. It looks like he's about to beat Rusev, which, in my opinion, would launch him towards a World Heavyweight title match. But, unfortunately, we don't get that, because the MFTs come out. They drag him out of the ring. They're curb stomping him in the corner. They're ganging up on him. Talatonga. What? What?
They don't curb stomp. That's that.
You know what I mean. Shut up.
I have to give you
Talatonga hits him with the big boot, and then Adam Pearce and security come out to the ring, and then of course Sheamus comes out. He drops Rusev with a jumping knee strike, and it's a fucking
turns into complete and utter chaos.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you would expect, honestly.
And then we come back from commercial, and Adam Pearce is kicking them out of the.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Kicking them out of the building, and he instantly picks up the phone, and you see him dial a number. And is this what you're talking about?
I'm talking about what happens after this, but yes, he's talking to.
And he's yelling at Nick. He's like, "This is your plan. This is what you."
Yeah, with all due respect, you need to control your superstars. And then Grayson Waller, the New Day show up. Kofi says Penta needs to be stopped.
I have his complaint, which is a video. Unfortunately,
yeah, Xavier.
That's what I was trying to look for.
Xavier wants to complain about Penta destroying his $12,000 hat. For context, I don't know. I hope to God that monstrosity wasn't actually $12,000. But knowing designer brands and all that shit, it probably was. Might even be more.
Well, here's my thing. If that hat was $12,000, okay, or even if the hat was designed to look like the $12,000 AKA hat, the one he destroyed was probably a $12 hat that was made to look like the $12,000 hat.
Are we sure about that? These are WWE superstars after all. And these are like the big boys too. I would not be surprised if they did have $12,000 to blow on a hat. But anyway, point being is, it was funny. Pierce says if you have a problem with Penta, that you can settle in the ring next week. And he's like, if that's all,
No. You missed it. Because Pierce says if Woods has a problem with Penta, what he did with his sombrero.
Yeah.
And Xavier is like,
it's not a sombrero, it's a hat. it's this whole...
They can settle in the ring.
Yeah. And then he storms off like, don't follow me, I have business to attend to. And they're all three of them ranting and raving like, that's not what we were here for. It was...
And then I'll let you have this one.
The New Day is a mess.
Train wreck? I'll let you have this one. Please, take it.
Bronson Reed comes on screen. He says, I just want to take a moment to get something off my chest. I became a big star because I attacked Seth frickin' Rollins. And I earned his respect. So much so that he invited me into the vision. But Roman Reigns, I don't want your respect. I'm reading online and social media that I schoolyard bullied you. And that's accurate, because I punked you out like a 5th grader in front of his schoolyard friends. Not once, but twice. And the only reason it hasn't happened a 3rd time is because you haven't man up to me for a 3rd time. But when you do... I'm sorry, I can't. But when you do, Roman, I'm going to add to my collection. And I'm going to keep adding to my collection until you acknowledge your tribal thief, Tsunami. It's beautiful. Because he comes out, I don't, we didn't mention this, but when he came out there at the beginning of the night, he had both sets of Jordans around his neck.
Yeah, like tied together. Like
I'm waiting for this to become a whole thing. Like whenever he gets done with Roman Reigns or whatever, and they go on to the next feud, because he can't just steal Roman Reigns' shoes. This has to become the new thing.
You want him to steal
everybody's shoes. You know what? Don't even stop with the shoes. Steal their shirts if they got them. Steal their socks, their fucking watch. I don't care. If they got it, it's yours now. Just wear their fucking, I don't know. I'm just making shit up, but I love this character.
But then we get Io Sky. She runs into the Kabuki Warriors and in gorilla position. And Asuka's like, we got your back during the match tonight. And Io's like, I don't need help.
Yeah, I've defeated Roxanne before. I'll do it again. Thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah.
And then we go to Io Sky versus Roxanne Perez with Raquel Rodriguez. And this is this is a great match.
Probably
the best match of the night. Like, this is back and forth. Both of these women showing out, showing off. It's great. You know, they're both little girls. They're high flyers, but they're both technical in that ring. Flipping back and forth, roll-ups, counters. It's beautiful. Of course, you have Raquel trying to get involved on the outside, but Io manages to put her down when need be until... Where is it?
Roxanne jumps up on the apron trying to distract the ref.
Yep. Yeah, the referee gets distracted by Rodriguez. Then the Kabuki Warriors come up on the apron. What the fuck were they even doing up on the apron? I just got
to distract Raquel. Or not Raquel, but Roxanne. And then
they end up distracting Io. Perez shoves her into the Kabuki Warriors. Then she gets a roll-up with a handful of tights to pick up the victory. And it's not immediate, but Io is pissed.
But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
And it will have, and in fact, I think, did you pull it up?
I did.
Okay.
But we have a...
it's coming off the other one. Yeah. It's not as loud as...
Yeah. But Jackie has a backstage interview with Jey Uso. You know, what was your reaction to what the Vision did to Roman Reigns last week? And he's like, it hurt. I had to handle some family business. That's why I wasn't on Raw. But receipts are coming. The Bronsons and Seth frickin' Rollins are being put on notice. I have my eyes on the World Heavyweight Championship since I didn't get my rematch. And then LA Knight comes in. And he's like, since we're talking about people and putting people on notice, it's pretty interesting that you want to get out of Roman's shadow so bad you didn't help him out last week. I don't believe that, but I respect the fact that you want to get another crack at the World Championship. Problem is, the line to the Heavyweight Championship starts behind me. Jay's like, look, I'm going to send you to the back of the line. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Yeet! So, this is why he's in the Fatal 4-Way. Spoiler, I guess, but not really.
And
Anyway,
I'm not worried about the podcast.
yeah.
But then we get to what we were talking about, and they really cut this down. But
Yeah, Io Sky goes backstage arguing with Io or with Kairi Sane and Asuka. Io says, "What was that?" Asuka's, "What the hell? I wanted to help, so I did." Io's like, "Wait a minute, you didn't help me. I lost." Asuka says, "I said I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I told you earlier." And then Asuka flips the fuck out. "Shut the hell up, you idiot!" I'm not. This seems very like Google translated. But she's like, "Shut up, you idiot. What the hell? It wasn't my fault."
and
So,
then,
Kairi Sane sort of like,
well, Kyrie's kind of like confused on what's going on, but Asuka instantly pushes her.
yeah, like aside, walks off, and then Kairi like looks back and forth between, and then she falls off with Asuka. So this is a shit show waiting to happen, basically.
See, here's the thing: in real life, the three of them are best friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, need to make that clear. In real life, the three of them are like always together. They are like the three amigos type thing.
But then we get the fourth match tonight: Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree with the Alpha. I'm gonna say it now. This was great.
I'm gonna say it this way: it was, but Maxine showed up,
Oh yeah, she did.
and Becky, for what it's worth, had to show out.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
This wasn't just a leisurely stroll through the park she thought it was going to be.
Becky had to pull out every heel card she had.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I was opposed to Becky heel. I was opposed to. I wanted Charlotte face, but seeing Charlotte's face is really weird.
Yeah.
I like it, and seeing Becky as a heel is really weird. But I like it.
Yeah, it's great. I think they're both doing well. That's going to be a match.
That would be an interesting match. A very interesting match.
Sooner rather than later. Because, here's the... Actually, I guess
when you flip the script.
Yeah. And you also know that both of them are going to wind up becoming... What's it called? Grand Slam champions.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get the U.S. title, the Intercontinental title.
Oh, yeah. It's a matter of time.
But, anyway... Dupree is, like we said, she shows up, she shows out. She has Becky on the ropes several times. She hits the sharpshooter, she hits the ankle lock that Chad Gable used. She hits everything under the sun. She has Becky reeling. Becky's like, shit. She came out there expecting this to be a walk in the park.
And that's why she picked Maxine.
Yeah.
And she was like, I picked you.
Yeah.
Because she knew.
Yeah.
I'll be out there 2 minutes, pin her and walk back in.
Then 5-10 minutes later, you're down on your ass, get your ass up, and you're like, fuck, maybe Natalya was the better choice.
I don't know. Talia would have been a better.
I don't think so either, but you get the point. But yeah. But eventually, that's right. Becky Lynch goes for they have a roll up exchange,
which was actually pretty good.
Yeah, but the referee catches Becky trying to use the rope for leverage. Then after she gets distracted, Dupree manages to get a roll for a 2 count. Then Becky manages to switch into a disarmer, which causes Dupree to tap out. After the match, Naomi comes into the ring to check on Dupree, and
Becky's walking out.
My brain was blanking. Becky comes in and hits her.
Becky starts to walk out, and then she just walks back in and
hits her with a running boot into the back of the head, lays her out.
So this is a match.
Oh yeah. Wait, does she have a match at Clash in Paris? I don't think so.
I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll look in a minute.
Then we head to the Vision's locker room, and Seth Rollins is like, here I thought I was going to have a CM Punk problem. But instead, it looks like CM Punk has an LA Knight problem, and LA Knight has a CM Punk problem. And they both got themselves a Braun problem later on tonight. So you know what?
Like, thanks to the Oracle,
Yeah.
Punk and Knight now have a Braun problem.
So you know what? Boys, you got this. I'm leaving this dumpster fire of a town, or whatever, however he says it. Paul, I'll see you on the jet. I'm out. And you called it. That was a load of shit.
Oh, I did. As soon as he said I'm out, I was like,
yeah,
I call bullshit.
That's a load of bullshit.
I call bullshit.
Yep.
But we find that out later.
Yep. Then we get a Bailey promo.
And I want to talk about this afterwards. So if you want to take it.
Yes, give me a moment.
Are you confused here?
No.
I
was looking at something.
Well, don't look at it.
Shut up. Bailey is on screen in not even a backstage, like a pre-recorded promo. She says, I'm not exactly sure how to start this, but I honestly don't even know how I got here right now. I've been doing this for almost 13 years, and I've never felt this way, the way I feel. Now, in a way, I want more, but I feel less. I want more, I feel nothing. I think it's my fault. I think in my process of my whole career, the role model, it meant something before I even called myself that. And I was treated like one before I even saw myself as that. And then I started to realize that I could make a change, that I can be an asset to the Vision by being a role model, by being that person that people came to, by being that people looked up to, whether it was in the locker room or on the other side of the barricade. And now I'm here with myself, by myself. And I feel everything leading up to where I am right now has gotten me nowhere. I sit here without anything to show you, without a championship, without any wins. In this last year, I can't remember the last time that I felt proud of myself, and it's my fault. It's my fault.
And then you hear her say, ding dong, and then kind of like laugh.
Yeah, like this echoing laughter in the background that isn't quite there, but is.
Yeah.
So,
again, like, I want to break this down for a minute, because this is something a lot of people are talking about online. I think I might even post some on the Discord. Are we going to get at least a version of the broken Matt Hardy, as in, like, a broken Bailey? No, I'm not saying they're going to call it that.
Yeah, I think something like... I definitely think...
get this broken version of her to where she's kind of shifting between characters.
Yeah.
I think somewhere she's got to land different than any of the three.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
I mean, are we going to get, like, the role model? Are we going to get the heel? Are we going to get the hugger? Like, I think she's got to fall somewhere, not in any of those, but an evolution of different. Yeah. But I think we're going to get flashes of
all of them, yeah.
All of them throughout the next couple months, weeks, whatever.
Oh, absolutely. I think this is going to be the beginning of a process.
Yeah, and I think we're going to get almost a broken, like she's just fractured. She's a lot of people are comparing it to, and I know you're not going to know, but AEW has got a character, Toni Storm, and she's been a lot of characters over multiple promotions.
Mm-hmm.
If we're not going to get some version of like what she's doing, because what she's doing is she got. I'm not sure if it was a legit injury. I do not think it was a legit injury, but she got bumped in the head, had this whole amnesia thing going for a little bit, but she started flashing between her characters, and then she started going to other characters that other people had done in, like, other promotions, and she's still, like, Toni Storm, but she's coming out, like, dressed as, like, different characters.
Yeah.
Doing their movesets, all of it. is that, and it's kind of this whole broken mentality.
Yeah, I get you.
And I think that that's kind of like where we're gonna go with Bailey before we kind of really. I'm not sure if like other people's characters are gonna work, but I would definitely like to see
Different variants of Bailey.
Bailey. Yeah.
I think that's definitely. I think whatever they decide to do, it's gonna be interesting.
And here's the thing. I'm not always gonna say I liked Bailey, but I've always liked Bailey. Like she's a good in-ring competitor.
Yeah.
For someone, and I know this sounds so cliche, considering multiple hundreds of other people, grew up watching wrestling, and like that's what I want to do. You know, Bailey's one of those. 12-year-old Bailey was at. She's talked about it a few times. 12-year-old Bailey, or however old she was in the audience at one of the pay-per-views, Raw, SmackDowns, whatever, and looked at her mom and was like, "This is what I want to do." Like, okay. Thinking that it was that childhood thing, like, you're here, it looks cool, until it happens.
Yeah.
And you realize that is exactly where your kid is wanting to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that needs to be a thing.
I wasn't expecting rain today.
Yep, it's supposed to rain.
But then,
wow, that was sorry.
That was
actually. I don't know if you could hear how loud that was on there, but here it was. Not going to say loud, but it definitely rattles a little bit.
Yeah. Then we cut straight to Lyra Valkyria, where Jackie Redmond is asking her. So we just saw like this gut-wrenching, broken Bailey. What do you think about that? And Lyra's like, I don't know what to say. I mean, I didn't know she was this hurt. I mean, how could I? She didn't talk to me. But it's not because of what I said. I stand by what I said. We're not good for each other. It's she. I can no longer challenge for the Intercontinental Championship because of her. It's not my fault. So, I'm very interested to see if they are going to have a rivalry like immediately, or if Bailey's going to go off and like attack other people and then comes back to Lyra. I'm interested to see how that progresses.
I hear you.
It's thundering.
Then we run. Io Sky runs into Stephanie backstage, and Stephanie reminds her that you're not the only one who was promised a Women's World Championship match. And then I'll let you take Rhea.
Where are we at?
Io Sky runs into Stephanie.
Oh, okay. Rhea joins the conversation. Rhea's like, I'm your friend, Io.
Roll it down in the room.
Can you really trust him? And Io is like, I know you're trying to help. But stay out of my business.
Mm-hmm. Which is, that's fair, honestly.
And I don't want to see them. I think what... Is it raining?
I mean, there was thunder, so I'd assume so.
It doesn't always.
No.
It might be them next door, too. But I don't think they're that loud. But anyway.
Yeah. Any
The Vision.
Yeah. Oh, it went all the way to the beginning.
The fifth match. The final match.
CM Punk and LA Knight.
Yeah, that's something.
Versus
like above our heads.
the Bronze. And once again, I'll say it. This is a pretty good match until it wasn't. I feel like I'm saying that more and more lately. Is it just me?
But the Vision, we get them attacking Punk and Knight before the bell.
Yeah, and they're slamming their heads in the turnbuckle.
Are they done over there?
No, they're still there.
But like I said, this was a pretty good match. You know, you had LA Knight in there to start things off. He was getting beat up for a while. Eventually, CM Punk gets in. He starts beating everybody else up. The Vision manages to take things back under control. They're going back and forth. And then, just as it looks like Punk and Knight might be starting to lift things up, Seth Rollins comes out, attacks CM Punk from behind, forcing a DQ. They're putting their boots to him. Then Jey Uso appears with a steel chair. He comes down there. He beats up Breaker with a chair. Reed, which he should have always done, swats the chair out of his hand. But Jey is throwing haymakers at him. And then I guess he picks the chair back up. And then they all run away like little bitches.
And then they regroup like outside the ring.
Okay, hang on. I need to. Where the fuck was Seth? Wasn't he?
Jet.
No, he was literally just in the ring. So why didn't he just attack? Why didn't he pull what he did last week and attack Jey Uso from behind? Hell, while Jey Uso was throwing haymakers at Bronson Reed, Seth Rollins could have picked up the steel chair and hit him with it.
Point being, they're outside the ring, and then Adam Pearce comes out.
Seth. You know, it would be so easy for me to come out here and be angry at you. Think about this, Seth. You're a liar. You're a master manipulator. You disrupt main events. And now, And now you and your buddies are trying to injure your fellow superstars. But Seth, I'm not going to be angry about it. Instead, I'm going to see all of this as an opportunity. An opportunity for me, an opportunity for you. But Seth, you want to listen to this part. An opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship. Because it's simple. Seth frickin' Rollins, you just earned a frickin' opportunity to defend the frickin' World Heavyweight Championship, and you will at Clash in Paris against main event Jey Uso and LA Knight and CM Punk. It's a fatal four-way, Paul Heyman, and it is official.
And you gotta understand that the whole time Seth is like, no, Paul, talk to him.
Yep.
And that's when Paul gets up in his face, Adam's face, and he's like, talking to him, he's like, that's when he's like, and Paul, it's official.
Yep. But then Knight and Punk get into a brawl afterwards. Jey tries to separate them, but Knight decks him with a back elbow. Knight denies the GTS, and then Braun Breaker spears Punk clean out of his boots. They come up, and I'm pretty sure they lay out all of them,
Yeah,
don't they?
they lay them all out.
But they specifically target CM Punk. I think they hit him with the tsunami, but I know for sure that Seth hits him with a curb stomp. And then you have Knight and Jey, doing whatever as the show goes off the air. So, now all we have is to go over... We have quite a bit on Discord, actually.
Yeah, and a lot of it's pretty much the same, but
Yeah.
It is something that needs to be brought up. And it is the elephant in the room right now.
So, Karrion Kross has reportedly been offered a new contract by WWE. I was told the story about him not being signed to a contract. I heard that is legit, but that he did get an offer. Maybe when the story that he didn't get an offer was written, it was inaccurate. Well, I'm not gonna bother reading all this because there's several more.
Yeah, there's more in detail ones.
Asuka versus Io Sky versus Stephanie Valkyrie versus Naomi is scheduled to happen at the Road to Clash in Paris house show. That's insane. For a house show?
Yeah.
That's Where is this? I think we're getting tickets.
That's gonna be a good match. I hope that somehow it gets. And here's another thing that I don't know. Like I keep saying, we need to wait, but in the same sense, there's so much
Mixed
information.
Yeah.
I was gonna say misinformation.
Contradictory. Yeah.
I'm not sure, so I want to try to post what I see.
Yeah.
So maybe
apparently, in addition to anyone who has ESPN DTC subscriptions, if you have ESPN through a traditional TV subscription, Comcast, DirecTV, Hulu,
which we do,
YouTube TV, Spectrum, whatever, you will have access to the new features through the ESPN app, so you won't have to pay an additional $30 to access WWE's PLEs.
Which
supposedly,
again, like I said, I pay for us to have the ESPN Plus because it's part of the package that they automatically give us for free.
Yeah, the Hulus and the Disneys and whatever.
Yeah. I'm not going to pay to take commercials out, but
come on, Brad.
And I thought this was interesting because we talked about this has been a big thing, not for a long time, but everybody knows Undertaker was
the guy
in the locker room, and so I wanted to make this.
Cody Rhodes says Randy Orton has become the Undertaker of the current locker room. That's the number one. And that makes sense, considering, as far as I know, aside from John Cena, who I doubt is like in the locker room a lot. I mean, he might be, but I doubt.
But I think what he's trying to get at is he's the one that kind of, when there's a problem with somebody,
he's the one that talks
to.
Yeah.
Him.
If you have a question, he's the one you go to, type thing. CM Punk is going to be at every WWE live event in the UK on the road to Clash in Paris this month. Liverpool, August 23rd. Newcastle, August 24th. Manchester, August 26th. Leeds, August 27th. And Cardiff, August 28th. Fair enough. Man trying to get that TV time. That's fair. It's worth its weight in gold, as they say. From the office of Chelsea Green, my fellow Patriots.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how that's spelled, honey. I, your commander-in-chief, need to apologize for making your timeline suffer without me these past several weeks. Your first ever and next Women's United States champion, star of episode 3 of WWE Unreal on Netflix, and episode 127 of the 22nd season of Bravo's Watch What Happens Live, sadly cannot be everywhere at once. However, given my responsibility to you, my adoring Slagents, I've graciously decided to return. First, you're welcome, and second, no need to thank me. Going forward, my director of social media will have a presence on this account alongside myself as we continue to paint this app and the entire WWE universe red, white, and green.
And that follows what was it? We posted a couple weeks ago that there was some controversy with her account, and she was trying to back off social media. I'm not going to say there was backlash. I don't know if that was the right word, but there was a lot of people that missed her ranting.
Yeah.
Which I agree. Like I said, good or bad.
It's part of the character. It's great.
And the character of Chelsea Green
is
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I freaking absolutely love her. She is a great heel playing this character. And I love her. But yes, I want to see her get punched in the face repeatedly. But yet, in the same sense, I love the idea that she's getting punched in the face, and then we get her, like, what was it last week? The cake.
Yeah, the cake.
And how that was not a legal weapon to be used, and the mat should be thrown. I mean, all of her ranting.
Yeah.
It's like, Chelsea, you're a beautiful train wreck, sweetheart.
Don't ever change.
And I love you.
Don't ever change. But yeah, this is them talking about it will start streaming service in the United States starting with WrestleMania 42 in 2026. So that's going to be interesting. No one cares about this anymore. Now we all praise the Shul follow. I acknowledge my tribal thief. Anyway.
And this, if you want to watch, it's just a quick Q&A with Asuka.
Yeah.
Some of it's really interesting, but it is, why can't I come up with the word again? I came up with the word earlier. Subtitle.
Yes. Captioned, subtitled. Yeah. Yes.
So.
She's speaking in Japanese. They have English translations.
Yeah. And that's, if you're old like me, it was just really interesting that most of these guys from the Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling are gone now.
Exactly. It's
all
weird.
but what, 2 of them?
Yeah. This lady and the
well, that's Hillbilly Jim. I can't remember who that lady was. Off the top of my head. But yeah, I mean you had Mr. Fuji, Mean Gene, going from the top, you had Mr. Fuji. The next one down with the headband would be Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Then down from that, the announcer guy would be Mean Gene Okerlund. The black guy up from that is Junkyard Dog. You had Big John Studd above him. Next to him, that would be Piper, Roddy Piper.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan,
Andre the Giant, Iron Sheik, Hillbilly Jim. I'm not sure who that is right off the top of my head. That was Nikolai Volkov, and then Lou Albano. So I'm not sure who the women were officially. And here's the thing. The women at that time were very, 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 very minor characters.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking like
5 seconds of screen time.
Well, not even that. We're talking like they might have had 1 or 2 matches like every month.
Yeah.
And when I say month, we had literally an hour show on Saturday morning between cartoons and the movie starting.
Yeah. Tonight we finally get our one-on-one match. Joe Hendry versus.
Say his name.
And he appears.
Come out of the refrigerator still. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it.
Ilya Dragunov is expected to return to WWE programming very soon. I'm glad. He's a phenomenal in-ring competitor.
He is one of those that is so technical.
There's apparently a feud between these two in being planned, reportedly. I think that'd be real. I think these two would go great.
And the thing is, we are nearing, I'm not going to say the year, but within like the next year to 2, AJ, I think, is done.
Yeah.
He's even made that kind of clear.
Yeah.
Like,
this is like his final.
These are my final matches.
Yeah.
Like, his career is winding down. And I think they're doing the same thing like when they did with John Cena. Like,
who do you want to face?
Who you want.
Yeah. Fair enough,
and
honestly.
I think if this match happens, it might not, and I know it's going to sound bad, and a lot of people might hate this, but I don't think AJ will win this.
No, I
think this is going to be a push up.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing with Dominic as well. I don't see if AJ Styles wins the Intercontinental Championship, which he could, but if he does, I see Dom
getting it back.
Yes,
but it's going to be push Dom.
Yes, that's my point. If AJ wins against Dominic Mysterio, it's going to be to push Dominic Mysterio even further up.
Yeah.
And this is going to be an absolute dog. Honestly, I'm not even going to call this a match. I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if a bell ever rings. Honestly.
Okay, I agree with you. And here's why I say that. I don't think this match is ever truly going to happen. Exactly. Because I think, one, if the bell rings, it's going to be a cluster from the bell.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bell to bell is going to be chaos.
Yep. You're gonna have people fighting inside the ring, outside the ring. Everybody's gonna be hitting each other. Nobody, the referee's not gonna have a.
Darkseid is the only ones who have a prayer at this.
Yeah.
Because at least they are a cohesive team. And here's what I've said: if they can work together, they have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not.
No, absolutely not. But it'll be interesting because, like I said, these some big beefy boys too. So there's gonna be a good fight no matter how you do it.
And I put this on here because, again, guys, I love Cross. And here's what everybody is putting out here. On his book, read the bottom line.
Kevin Robert Kaiser, WWE Superstar, Karrion Kross. Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, and then we'll get to it, this will work. He either signed a contract or they're waiting to announce a contract. This whole lowball offer is a work. I put that on there.
Why? Why? Just why?
Hold on, I gotta. Okay. I don't know what's next.
It's these guys again because you posted it twice like a goober. Anyway, go.
I don't always.
Get on, get out of here. But like we said, Karrion Kross and Scarlett have officially been moved to the alumni section on their website, which basically means that they used to work for WWE, but they don't anymore, at least as far as I know. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. In fact, don't ever quote anything I say, because I never really know what I'm talking about. And former WWE superstar Shotzi is supporting Karrion and Scarlett, telling everybody online, you need to be louder now than ever. Tell them we want Cross, we want Scarlett, we want them, we want to see them in the ring, we want to see them in WWE.
Where you at?
We also find out that Corey Graves will be the lead English announcer for the AAA Triple Mania 33? Yes. That's how Roman numerals work.
That's how Roman numerals work?
Yeah, I know how Roman numerals work. Mainly because of Minecraft enchanting books, but that's besides the point. I'm seeing a lot of comments saying this whole Karrion Kross in the alumni section is a work. I don't get why. Like, if it is, why? Just why?
To create a story?
That's not a story. That's just being jackasses. Like, just say, hey, guess what? He has a contract. He'll be back. I don't know. I know there's reasons behind it probably, but at the same time, it's just like, there's no need.
I think the story is, in my opinion, this is not anything I've officially found. It is to kind of let Sammy go and do his thing for a couple weeks, month, whatever, and then bring Cross back in of like, you thought you got rid of me?
But do we need that again?
Here's my thing. I don't think it needs to be Sammy. Okay? But I like the character Cross, which I love the character Cross is.
I do too.
Do I think it needs to be Sammy? No. But I think Sammy, and here's why I say I don't think Cross is done with Sammy. Because of the comments Sammy made, Cross is now in my review. How many times have we heard, they're in my review mirror, I don't have to deal with them anymore, only for them to show up and knock them in the back of the skull?
I guess so. I'm just so tired of the same shit over and like. And here's the thing. Here's the thing too, though. What does Cross have left to prove? Because guess what, buddy? Your point was proven wrong. Sammy literally said, "Hey, I wanted to hit you with that steel pipe. They probably wanted me to hit you with that steel pipe, but I chose not to."
And here's what I think. I don't think Cross, and this is my opinion, it might not be the most popular decision. By no stretch do I even think it's a popular decision. Do I think it's even out there? I've not seen it. But I think he needs to be done with WWE. He does not need to go AEW. Where I think he would thrive, and I know this sounds, but just follow my story. How awesome would this be? Okay?
Mhm.
He goes to TNA. And if you know anything about him on NXT, within a month of him being on NXT, he had the title.
Mhm.
He goes to TNA. He wins the NXT championship from Ola. And goes to TNA with the NXT championship.
I don't think that's happening. I think we're writing fan fiction at this point.
Here's my point I'm trying to make. The real point. I think he would do better on TNA. I think there's a lot of story that could be done with him. You have the whole Eric Young whole thing, like he's on the verge of
The verge of. I don't know what you're smoking. He's already 10 feet under.
But we already talked about that. But I think that
We were talking about that as well.
did I post that twice?
No, it's just the same picture. But yeah, everyone's saying we want to cross.
And this is another thing that really made me think that this might be a work.
He says, what I'd like to happen, I would love to stay with WWE. And I love, ideally, to finish my career there. I really would. I don't know what's going to happen, though. Okay.
This is another thing that makes me think it's a work. But
we're not going to watch this whole video, but if you want to, it is on the Discord. You can go ahead and
it's
check it out.
basically him saying exactly what just...
All right.
So here's what we have so far.
John Cena versus Logan Paul.
1, 2, 3, 4. We have 6. Okay.
Yeah. So, pissing contest. Right?
Which one?
This.
The first 2?
This. I mean, no, this is for the world title. This matters.
But it's still a pissing contest. The reason I say it is because I don't think Seth, whether he wins or loses it, which I don't think he's going to lose it.
No.
I think he's going to almost pull a Naomi thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm just going to sit back and let the three of
I'm going to try. He's going to, because look at what Naomi did. She tried. She tried.
I think when you have these 3 in there, Jay maybe not as much, but Punk and LA Knight have problems.
Butt head to head.
This is true. However, I think their problem with Seth Rollins is far outweighs their problems with each other.
And next, we have Naomi versus Stephanie, which they're saying could be in jeopardy. But they're also saying that now WWE is trying to do another storyline of it being a work. So, and here, follow me for a second. You're shaking your head, and you already know the path I'm going to go down, which I hate. Because it's WWE giving up on an idea. EO's going to be thrown into this match.
Probably. I'm just so tired of the fake injuries. It feels disrespectful.
Well, they showed her tripping over a scooter, or like she was riding like this motorized scooter thing, and supposedly like flipped over the handlebars, but you didn't actually see her flip over the handlebars before it cut. So they're saying that that's the injury, but
that is absolutely a work.
So I don't know.
Then we have Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre, not for the title, I guess. Just a pissing contest. Great. This I want to see, but of course I already know Warner's going to win, unfortunately.
Okay. If he wins, I don't see him walking out of the arena.
Oh, absolutely not.
Because that's 3.
We do need more. We need to further the collection. And then we have Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch.
And I thought this was for the title.
I assume it has to be, right?
I thought this was for the title, but I
don't know. We'll see. JBL and Corey Graves will be the commentary team for the Triple H Triple Mania this weekend.
Here's my thing with this. Corey Graves is great as a heel. Okay?
Mhm.
Heel commentator. JBL is great as a heel commentator. It's going to be interesting to see which one. Because I don't think two heel commentators.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. When Corey was on
with Conan on World Collide.
Yes, that's it. He wasn't really a heel commentator. They were really just there like, damn, they're killing it. So I don't know if they're gonna necessarily be heel or face. I think they're just gonna be there to commentate.
Here's the thing. JBL has already insulted the luchadors.
In that case, Corey's probably gonna be a face commentator.
I'm interested if he winds up being a face commentator. It's going to be interesting to see him be the lead commentator.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is usually not what he does. He's always the color commentator, which is what JBL is pretty much taking over. It's going to be interesting to see Corey get that lead spot and see what he can do.
Oh, absolutely.
Because here's the thing. We've talked about this. Corey in that color commentator spot is absolutely beautiful.
Phenomenal. You just mentioned this. Is this going to be a triple threat in Paris? Possibly. I don't know.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Because I don't want Stephanie and Stephanie versus Io to have a Naomi problem.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so Seth is a champ, so of course he's there. Punk lost the title to Seth and wants a rematch, so I get why he's there. Knight pinned Seth, the current World Heavyweight Champion, so I get why he's also in there. Why is Jay in this match? They kind of covered this during the show.
But
I agree.
And this is what I was confused about, and it's not because of what they covered in the show, but I kind of agree with this.
Yeah.
We don't need another.
Well, here I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think there's multiple reasons. First of all, because yes, he never got his rematch. Second, he's really popular, so they just want to put him in the match. But also, I think this is really just Adam Pearce's way of saying, Seth, go fuck yourself. Because he's just tired of his bullshit.
Would you be?
Absolutely. But my point stands. Yeah. I think this is really just his way of saying, Seth, go fuck yourself. And you know what? I'm there for it. Probably.
I said that. So is this heel Bailey? Yeah. See, and that's another thing too, and I didn't even remember putting it on there.
The ding dong and then laugh, yeah. You said that?
No. The theory is that
it's a mixture of personalities. Yeah. Everybody talking about Karrion Kross and nobody noticed that Bailey is going senile. I think I am in love with you, Quebec City. What? Are we in the same place? Huh? We don't have any context to this, so I'm very...
Yeah, but it was...
Just her going, bananas. I know we want Kross the hot topic right now, but if you're watching LFG...
This is from Bubba Ray.
You know that Xena is getting screwed big time. Such BS, but I guess that's what's happened when a husband and wife are two of the coaches.
Fair fuck.
I just wanted to post this because we do watch LFG, and this is something that we discussed here.
Yeah.
Yep.
And to put this in context for you guys who don't watch LFG, or if you do, let us know.
Exactly.
They keep telling Cena Sterling,
who was in the finals.
They keep saying you're good, you're doing great, but we expect more.
Yeah.
And that's been a reoccurring event like the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, like you said, this is the second time they voted like that.
And Bubba has finally just snapped.
Yeah, he's pissed.
He's like, you keep telling her to do better, but yet
she's the standout.
She's the star, and all you guys are against her because you know she's better than any one of these other girls, and you're trying to keep her down. And I'm tired. I mean, he was.
He was
what's
livid.
the word? Yeah, livid.
Yep, absolutely.
And here's the thing that pissed me off. And understand this: I love Undertaker, and I like Michelle McCool, but they almost made it a joke. Like, what's he on? Like he.
Mm-hmm. He said, I remember Michelle saying something. How did she word it? She said something along the lines of like, "Are you kidding me right now?" Like, not like.
Yeah, they turn it into a joke, and I don't think it's a joke. Like Bubba, I think legit has an argument.
Yeah,
yeah, I think he does too.
And that's why I said
valid point.
And that's why I said this. They're treating her like she was the bottom of the barrel last season, and she was the bar, and she's doing great when they put her in a match, and she's carrying the matches. I'm not going to say carrying them, but she's putting forth a great effort. In the
a great showing,
and they're making it sound like you're doing good, but
you need to do better because
you were the standout, and you need to make sure you're going above. And Bubba finally is like, you can't have both sides of the coin at the same time.
Yeah.
Nope.
You can't tell her she needs to do better, but yet telling her she's the standout.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's where I think Bubba is at. He's like, you want your cake and eat it too, which I always think is a stupid phrase, because if I have the cake, I'm eating it. But you can't have both sides of the coin,
Exactly.
That reminds me, we have cheesecake. Anyway.
You can't have both sides of the coin at the same time. Exactly. And they're
sure you can, if you just stand it up like that.
Give me something to hit him with. Anyway, point of the matter is, Bubba, I know you'll never watch this, but you got the three of us behind you with this whole Cena Sterling
most
thing.
Definitely.
I don't think it matters.
I think she needs to be pulled and put in.
She needs to be pulled and put in NXT instantly, like they did with Cutler James.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But here are some Triple H 2020 rehires, all of which are now gone. We have Dakota Kai, Karrion Kross, Scarlett, Ashante the Adonis, Top Dollar, who is now in TNA, Braun Strowman, Eric Young, who left before he even returned. Well, I don't think Bray Wyatt is a fair one to go.
Yeah, and I agree with that, but I post the other ones for the simple fact.
You have Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Emma, AOP, Tegan Knox, and Valhalla, all of which are now.
And here, I'm going to say this, and I think I might even have a thing on Discord of it later. And this, again, might not be the most popular decision, but I think the two of you will have my back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this boils down to a Triple H thing.
No, this is a WWE TKO.
This is a TKO thing. And here's my problem. TKO is killing the WWE, and not in a good way. They're literally crushing it. They're making it to where you are having to sit through, one, ticket sales that are ungodly. Pay-per-view, or I'm not going to say pay-per-views, but PLEs that are now going to be ungodly priced. Yeah. All because, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this exactly how it's on my mind, and if something comes out of this and I get in trouble for it, I'll take the responsibility. But TKO is money hungry, greedy bastards who need to fucking pull out of fucking WWE before they crush it.
Yep.
And that's my opinion. And it might not be popular, but it's how I see it. And
It's probably more popular than you think.
Exactly.
TKO, the worst thing WWE did was go under TKO.
Yep. That's the very worst thing they ever did.
Karrion Kross's Good Soldier promo 4 months is an absolute gospel. Literally gave WWE what they wanted. Number one shirt sales. Fans loved him. And what they did, and what did they do? Nothing with him. Joke of a company.
Exactly.
We are also getting Lola Vice and Kalani team up to take on JC Jane and Fallon Henley. So this is going to be an interesting.
And again, I don't. We say this a lot. Why do we come out here on Mondays and Fridays and like, hey guys, it's time for wrestling? But yet, we're not gonna say at 7 o'clock, whatever. Like we're not out here, but we're like turn on TV and we're talking and whatever. Like it's starting, and we'll continue the conversation. NXT, we're out here like 7:30.
Yeah.
Because it starts at 8. We're out here like 7:30. Like, all right, let's go. And I know we say it all the time, but it's so like you just made it clear. Like this is going to be a great match. You said that about the Joe Hendry. You said that about the Dark State. How many times have you looked at what's on the WWE and like, or Raw or SmackDown and been like, oh great, we had that last week.
Yep,
oh great,
exactly.
We got that. We got this one 3 weeks ago.
Re-rinse.
I mean, how many times have we done that?
Exactly.
Like, oh crap! Yay, we're getting the same match we got last week.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna let you answer that.
And that's what I was saying. I think I already posted something about it. I don't think he needs to go to AEW. I think it'd be better if he went to TNA. I think TNA can do more with him. Because here's the thing. And this is the problem I have with AEW. Might be what some people like. Might be what people hate. Whatever. AEW, as opposed to WWE, AEW works on matches and then story.
Mm-hmm.
Which sounds great. But they don't do a lot of build-up for a story. And then they kind of just erase the story. Like it goes on, it's Merry Little Paths, whatever. Yeah. When WWE, I think, spends too much time building a story, but we want the story.
Yeah, like we enjoy the story, but they end up spending way too much time on it, and then we get 30-minute promos that cut up literally a fourth of the...
I think there's a happy medium, and I know it sounds bad, but I think...
You mean tonight?
NXT and TNA are kind of that middle pass.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, exactly.
They can tell a good story, know when the story needs to cut and move away from it,
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Or at least kind of start taking that path down the hill.
Yeah. I'll find the woman who does Tavion Heights have in mind? Honestly, I don't have a fucking clue.
I said Ren.
Well, I would agree with you. However, we heard that she's hurt. Unless that's
not
another
Ren.
fucking...
Not Ren, is she?
I could have sworn you put something in there about her being
not
hurt.
Ren.
Nope.
Then
Ren is not hurt.
Not her. It's keep going down.
Okay.
My brain is processing.
Also, are we on the thing? Have we just been looking at our stupid faces this whole time?
No, we're on.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, so I can't see without falling into the abyss. Anyway, WWE gonna turn the Kabuki Warriors heel for no reason, just for y'all to pop a Forrest Rhea and Io tag team. KW are gonna get screwed in this. Kyrie was coming into her own in singles competition, and Asuka was getting huge pops and love from the crowd.
And again, I think this is
Yeah.
this is WWE or TKO, whichever one. I'm gonna say TKO, not WWE, because TKO I think kind of has way too much power in this. This is them not giving a fuck. I don't think they care about fans.
They care about what's going to sell the most tickets and the most merchandise. And I'm going to say this now. EO Ripley tag team merch would sell like fucking hotcakes.
Exactly.
Yep.
But you don't need to turn the Kabuki Warriors heel in order to do it.
I agree.
Exactly.
I absolutely agree.
I would love to see them be on the same, not same page, but same page.
Yeah. But what can you do?
Exactly.
This is kind of another thing I was getting at.
WWE is supposedly about telling stories, right? The fact that this year creatively has been, in most ways, a huge downgrade from only a couple of years ago. I'm not surprised WWE allowed Karrion Kross to walk, if he is to be believed on his vlog tonight. There's more to this, which I need to read.
I think this was a really, 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 really long one.
Oh. Well, if it is, I'm not going to read the whole thing, because, I mean, the first paragraph put it's pretty...
I think there was like one or two long ones in there.
Yeah, I'm not reading all that. But I agree. It's been a massive downgrade. They're letting people slip through their fingertips for the sake of... I can't even say merchandise, because he was literally the number one seller for like several months.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what they're doing.
This
Bully Ray says Karrion Kross will return to WWE. If they're cutting him loose, they're going to cut him loose for a period of time to eventually bring him back. That period of time will appear as if they've cut him loose. I mean, honestly, that seems
so
accurate.
basically a work.
Yeah, I guess so, which is still dumb.
And this is the video I was getting at.
Oh, this is a video?
Yes. He's reading it, but then he like clips to it while it's talking of him like working out and doing it.
Oh, that's a minute. Yeah, we are not reading all that. If you want to watch this, you can go ahead and do that.
I tried to find it's basically what he said on Raw, but it's like his formal complaint.
Yeah.
And then this I just thought was funny.
Just so you integrated now, we took over 200 pictures is not exaggeration. All offenders should be fined heavily and charged with larceny. Obviously Penta for the initial theft of the hat, but oh, that's what this is?
Basically.
God damn it. Obviously Penta for the initial theft of the hat, but also WWE social media team for stealing Woods' rich clout and Robin Hooding it to poor Penta. What the fuck is this?
And there is like 200 images and it just scrolls and scrolls.
Why?
Because there's a new day and they're in mourning and
They think they're owed something.
Okay, you know what? This makes up for it. This is so dumb, but it's hilarious at the same time.
Is it better than Shuakawa?
No, but it's still funny. You know they had so much fun with it. They were having the time of their lives with this shit.
Oh yeah, they're doing great. There you go.
I love this. Acknowledge your tribal thief. I'll acknowledge him. I will acknowledge him every single day because this shit's funny as hell. Actually, wait. I just had a great idea. He comes out. He goes on.
And notice he has the Jordan.
That's what I was just about to say. He comes out and he instead of he wears one around his neck, but the other ones Those are his now. He wears them. And then next time he goes out, I don't know, maybe he steals a headband. He steals a T-shirt. He steals some wristbands or whatever. He comes out. They clearly do not fit him, but it's the point of the matter. He's still wearing the jackets, the shirts, the whatever. They might be writing up,
You know what I see? Have you ever seen Tommy Boy? You ever see Tommy Boy?
I don't think so. Doesn't sound familiar.
Big man,
Little
coat.
He's got the teeny tiny coat on, and all of a sudden he's like, does this in the whole back, you're like, ripped.
Yes, that is exactly what I imagine. He comes out there. I know Roman doesn't usually wrestle. No, he does. Does he wrestle in shirts? I think he doesn't. But he usually comes out like when he's just coming out there or whatever. So he comes out there. Next time he steals it. He steals a third pair of Jordans, and this time he's like, you know what, bitch, give me your shirt too. Then the next time he comes out there, he's wearing Roman's shirt, and it's like ripped in the back. It's all this shit. But it doesn't matter. It's the point of the matter. It's the point of I am the tribal.
The arm thing, like you can see, like
they're threadbare.
Like, it's like
he had to like duct tape them and sew them. Maybe put
the arm, the like H-wrap thing that they use, the like rock tape. It's just like you see it like wrapped around the two ends.
Yeah, holding it together. No.
And this is everything for tonight.
So we have the women's tag team match. We have this absolute clusterfuck. This is going to be a good match as well. These are all going to be great matches. This one...
It's NXT.
This one, I'm going to... actually...
That one's going to be a good
They're all going to be good.
I think the biggest cluster is going to be...
Oh, this is absolutely the biggest clusterfuck.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to say I'm least excited for this one, and I only say that because I don't think it's really going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's more just for fun, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. But these are all going to be great. But moving forward, the belief within WWE is that Karrion Kross will return to the company. Talent thinks the current situation is simply a work, although they don't know for sure. If it's definitely being kept quiet, it's a weird one. There's way, way, way too much talk, and the nature of that's it. That's all. That's all we got. There's nothing more. Unless you have something you want to say, you little bitch.
I do.
Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing. Anyway. That is about all from us, guys. If you've made this far in the stream, go and give us a follow so you can get notified whenever we go live. If you are watching this on YouTube, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comments. If you want to chat with us, join us on Discord. If you want to help support us, press that donate button. But aside from that, we ain't got anything else. I'm Tofari.
I'm CK.
And I'm Knight Rider. Good night.
See ya.